What do you do to cause something that you're sure you want? What do you do to get the momentum moving fast enough that the momentum begins to fill in your grid with concrete things? Think about it with more definition. Define it more in the way you want it to be. Fantasize about what that feels like. Give it more of your attention. Get those juices flowing more. It's sort of like getting up ahead of steam in a sense. Activate the vibration. In other words, the rule of thumb is if it's wanted, be more and more and more and more specific. The energy will move faster. So not only will there be more things that will show themselves to you, but it's really fun as those manifestations begin to fill in.
Okay.
You say,
yes.
That's clear, isn't it? And so simple, it must not be true. Abraham, really? All I have to do is just slow my thoughts down about unwanted things and speed my things up about wanted things. People have been listening to us for a while. And at first we were talking to them about if you want it and you believe it, then it's just going to happen. But what we want to say now is that it's not that it's going to happen, it is that it is happening, because it's the emotional journey that you're looking for. The manifestation will come too, and it will be satisfying. But then people became a little confused, because at first we were encouraging them to be specific, and then as they were being specific about unwanted things, we said, what you're wanting to do is practice the art of allowing more. Try to find a vibration that allows more of what you want to flow. And now we have this conversation about the vortex and the grid, where we say, life's caused you to tell source and yourself precisely what you want. But you can't get precisely to what you want when what's active in your vibration is precisely what you don't want. So you've got to deactivate that precision and get general, 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 general. And as you do, things start moving that makes it easier and easier to become more specific. So here's the question. Do you think the specifics, it's our favorite question ever. Do you think the specifics that we're encouraging are something for you to conjure, for you to fantasize, for you to make happen? Or do you think that the specifics will begin to occur to you because your grid is filling in with them? So what does that mean your work is? What is your job? Preparation of the grid, period. That's your work. Just getting into the place where the more specifics can occur to you. Why? Because you're not pushing them away with specifics that defy them. Didn't you like that?
Yes, I did.
Doesn't it make you realize you've been working way too hard on things? But the thing is, if you get specific about what you're moving toward, while you've got an active vibration about the hassle or the trouble of all of that, then even though you're picking up the stick and you think you're activating the end of it that feels good, you're actually activating the end of it that doesn't feel so good. So that's why we say, be as specific as you can be and still feel good. Here's a good way of approaching this. Rather than waiting until you're in a thought of fear and trying to turn that thought around, or a thought of worry and trying to turn that thought around, instead, wait until you're just moving through your day, feeling pretty good in a more general, diffused, meditation is a good way to start a day like that, state of being. And then something will show up that will remind you of this dream that you have. In other words, you'll see a brochure. You'll talk to somebody from there. You'll see a movie that's based there. Something will happen. Stop and smile and say, me participating in this thought or in this rendezvous, whatever happened, is my grid filling in? My grid is already filling in. And then stop if you can and savor the thought or the word or the conversation. Don't try to turn it into something meaningful. Don't try to bounce it in to the key to everything that you want. It's like meeting someone who says something nice to you and you take it as a sign that you're supposed to go home with them. In other words, it's a conversation. It's the grid filling in, but there's a lot more going to happen before you're going to go home with anybody. Here's a really good question for you. Are you looking forward to feeling the deliciousness of the momentum of the grid filling in the same way that you like the momentum of the ideas? Pretty big question, but try to feel that. In other words, is it going to be even more fun? This is a trick question, so be very careful. Is it going to be even more fun when the manifestation starts filling in than it is when the ideas are in the process of evolving? The reason that it was such a trick question is because if you are counting the manifestational evidence as being greater, then you are shooting yourself in the foot before it even starts, because the fact of the matter is there's nothing to take score of in the actualized world, but there's plenty to take score of in the vibrational world. And if you can get high and happy about taking score of the vibrational world, the other has to follow. But if you need the manifestation in order to release the resistance, then you're stuck. How was that?
Beautiful.
You'll never hear anything that is more practical in terms of getting those things to begin to come to you that you want. You see, humans don't count it as coming until they start deciphering it with their physical senses. Until you can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it, you don't count it as here. We want you to start counting it as here when you're feeling the excitement of it. And if you can make that bridge, you're feeling the excitement of it, therefore it is here. Now, the next logical step is it must show itself to you with so much evidence that no one can deny the here-ness of it. Really good. Let's just rest with that for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, so good. Sometimes it's helpful to have a significant enough thing occur that when you look at it, you just can't stand it to make you decide or determined that you're going to look somewhere else. In other words, most humans, we love you very much, but if there is something that you do often that we would prefer you not do so often for your own good, it is that you examine what is with such fervor that you slow down what you've asked for and you don't let it come. Your awareness of what is mostly what's active in your vibration. So you either got to be a really good sifter where you're just looking for things to appreciate in what is, or you've got to be a better visualizer so that you're imagining more of what you want, or a really good meditator where you quiet your mind to deactivate, but you have to do something to slow that momentum. Because law of attraction is going to keep it going. Your vibration is where you last left it on every subject, you see. So unless you decide to do something different with it, it's going to carry on. So what if you've got a habit? So what if that's the way things have been? So what if that's even the way they've usually been? So what? If your desire is different from that, let the way you feel trump it. In other words, mean more than that. So when you say, I care more about how I feel than about a manifestation this red hot minute, now you've got it figured out. If you mean it. If you mean it. The question that you want to ask yourself is, am I inviting because my thrill at what's happening is just inspiring this action, or am I inviting from a place of something different from that? And we want to say to you that some of both of that occurs, but that the thing that we want to shine the spotlight on for you is, don't try to fill in your own grid quite so much. And we're giving that to you softly, to all of you, because we know you live in a world where you got stuff you got to do. It's important that you feed your family. See them at the table, children? Just fill in your own grid. There's no food in the house, but fill in your own grid. You might get a little hungry if you all of a sudden withdraw action or behavior from the equation, and that's not what we're encouraging you to do. But we're encouraging you to put more emphasis on the grid, what you want and why you want it, how you feel. More emphasis on the general. how it feels in the seminars, how it feels to offer a piece to someone, the piece that they're looking for. To recognize that it is not one missing piece that everyone is looking for, it's a missing piece for everyone, and the piece keeps shifting for every person in every moment of every day. Because the piece you're looking for isn't the same piece day after day after day after day. And the important thing is, it isn't missing. It's not missing. There is no missing piece. There's only the perspective of a missing piece. And the perspective of the missing piece will keep you from finding that piece, and then that piece, and then that piece, and then that piece, and that piece. But those pieces are all lined up. Oh, you should see the pieces in the vortex. The cooperative pieces in the vortex. They're there. They're ready. The question is, are you? And the answer is maybe and maybe not. So the next question is, well, how can you get ready? And the answer to that is, stop trying so hard to be ready. Stop trying so hard to be ready and accept that you're ready. Accept that you have all the tools right here and now. Because right here and now, you have the ability to stop doing that thing you do that is preventing you from seeing the pieces. And what's that thing you do that's stopping you from seeing the pieces? It's keeping something active that keeps you from seeing the pieces. So what's the answer? Always the same. Just slow it down. Do you believe, we're asking all of you this, do you believe that you came into this experience with purpose? And do you believe that you have been effectively, perfectly carving out those desires one by one, or 10 by 10, or 100 by 100? Do you believe that you've been doing that you've been fulfilling your purpose of discovery? And do you believe that you have been setting forth these vibrational requests, and that they do exist in vibrational form, readying themselves for your readying of yourself? Readying themselves for your readying of yourself. Do you believe that? It's logical. So if all of that is true, then isn't it just the most logical thing in the world that this that you've been asking for, which is ready to flow to you when you're ready. It's not going to come before you're ready, because it wouldn't be right if it came before you're ready, because your readiness is a component of it. So isn't it logical that if you could just cease doing the things that prevent your readiness, that you'd be ready? Now that's a new way of looking at it. Stop doing the things that keep you from being ready, and you'll be ready. So what are those things that you're doing that are keeping you from being ready? Noticing that it hasn't happened, comparing yourself to others, trying to find a missing piece when there's no such thing as a missing piece. Don't you want to just move through your day and allow your grid to fill in, fill in, fill in, fill in, fill in? Wouldn't it just be nice as you move through your day that the next logical step would just occur, and that you would revel in it as it comes? Wouldn't you like to stop comparing where you stand to this long-range goal? And wouldn't you like to stop beating up on yourself for not being further down the road? Wouldn't you like to revel in where you stand right here and now? These are the things that you're wanting to do. So bask more, meditate more, chill more. So we've enjoyed this interaction more than you know, more than you can know, because you can't stand in the precise vibration of that which we are in your physical form. You can come close so that you can feel it in general terms. You can feel the exhilaration that we felt. You can feel the appreciation that we feel for you. You can feel the anticipation that we feel for you. So you're getting a general sense of what it is like for us to anticipate what's coming for you. But our appreciation of you is significant because we are focused upon your willingness to come into an environment where you're willing to explore the combinations of creators, the circumstances of events, some of them wanted and some of them not wanted. And you're willing to give birth to new desires. You're willing to allow yourself to want beyond what you're currently experiencing. And then, for those like you, you're willing to do something even more. You're not only willing to expose yourself to the contrast that causes you to give birth to new ideas, not just new to you, but new to all that is. You're willing to participate in a forum where you can begin to consciously contemplate personal vibrational maneuvering, personal vibrational focusing. You're willing to care about how you feel and willing to think because you want to establish a feeling from the thought. That's a significant